This is more than an organization, this is a family.
This is the community that I grew up in. The people at the organization have just really been like family and really supported me through all of my various transitions.
It's like a home away from home. With the help of Reverend Isaac and his leadership, it's been like a father to me and fulfilling the void that I didn't have in my life.
Once you come into these doors, we don't look at you just as an employee, but as a family member.
My grandma passed away my first year of college, and ERCPCP and the family here wrapped their arms around me and helped me get through that process.
When we first started with the lead entity in August of 2009, it was an idea, something on a piece of paper.
A lot of our expansion has been a result of our faith, if you will, as far as prayer and God, or faith in God, and just trusting for the resources to continue to work.
Working with my dad, it's been a year. You know, we live together, work together. I really enjoy his leadership. I've learned a lot. Biggest thing I've learned is to rely on faith, even when all else is failing. You know, it's a faith-based organization and we live it. It's okay to walk in your faith.
I remember leaving my position in government, 20 years in government with only 1 week break to begin work on my dining room table. My leaving government was having 2 car notes, a house note, and 2 children's tuitions to pay. And leaving my principal source of income was an act of faith.
I was one of the youth that came up under ERCPCP before I went to school. I graduated from Ballou Senior High School, and ERCPCP was very integral in getting me through school, helping me get books, helping me with spiritual support.
When I came here quite a few years ago, it was almost impossible to walk down the street without a man trying to pick you up for prostitution. It was a very rough neighborhood. I've seen a very big change since ERCPCP has been here.
When you first started, it was a lot of chaos and all that, like anything else when you first starting out. But as time, I've seen the growth. Now it's marvelous, and my words would be out of sight.
It's been a vehicle to help kids, and not just kids, but young adults get from one particular place to another. A lot of times when we encounter them in the streets, they lost to a certain degree, and we give them that hope. We come with the godly mentality of having hope in them when they can't even believe in themselves, and get them tools and resources to go from one place in their life to another place. It's just an awesome experience. When you see them later on down the line, they're a totally different person, and they respect you for that. So we try to encourage them to go back and do the same thing for someone else.
The work of ERCPCP and the progress that it's made in the last 10 years has a lot to do with this leadership. Reverend Isaac is a visionary. Not only is he a visionary, but he's a man of integrity.
Reverend Isaac, who I've known since I was a little girl, and you know, being able to serve him, he's been a really wonderful leader.
Reverend Isaac saw my gift and my talents that I could bring to the organization. He hired me in 2006, and I started working in Bennett Church, Bury Farms, Woodland Church. God positioned me to work here, and then from there I transitioned to start my own nonprofit called Hicks. But this catapulted me into my destiny.
Donald Isaac, who's been here, and I've learned so much from servant leadership and encouraging employees as far as their development, and not to stay in the same place, but to elevate to higher levels.
The most important part that I see is when he reaches out to people that's on hard time, to lift them up and try to make something out of their life. That we lead by serving, we lead through example, we lead by putting people first.
ERCPCP to me is tied to my overall commitment to ministry and to the work of Christ and kingdom building. Our work may not be recognized nationally and internationally, but I think if other organizations used ERCPCP as a model, they would see that there is, in many ways, evidence-based concepts and strategies being utilized right here east of the river that could really impact urban communities throughout the world.
As long as we have people out here like CPTP, we as a nation can survive. And we might not be where we want to be, but Lord knows we're a long ways from where we were.
As we enter into year 11, I see transition as a major goal before us in the next 10 years. Each generation must look back to the generation on whose shoulders they stand, but also look out to the next generation that's to follow.
I think that there need to be more ERCPCPs out here because there's people that need a family like this that's going to love and support them through whatever they go through and putting up on my mess. I know y'all did, but I thank you all for that, and it's allowed me to grow a lot. Thank you, ERCPCP.
I'm happy and very blessed to be part of ERCPCP as they celebrate the 10th anniversary of Reflection, Celebration, and Expansion.
Happy 10th anniversary! Dee-dee-dee.